Monique already says hello. I just hit the live button. So let me check my sound system and see how everything's going. Monique, let me know how the sound is. I have my AirPods in and I'm going to log on real quick to see how that's sounding. Okay, so since I've been able to log in to my own account on YouTube in particular, it sounds pretty good. So you all come in, right? Thank you, Monique. How did you get in? Is it Monique or Monica? Hold on, let me read. Monica, how did you get in so early? Monica was already in on the live stream before I was able to even hit the go live button. So I appreciate you. Uh, appreciate you being live. So I just got into my laptop. Hello, Lee. We got Lee, aka Les Brown, in, right? Let's do this early morning edition. If you are in the South, even Texas and beyond, right, you're under a weather snowstorm warning. So let's talk about this weather control, right? Let's discuss this weather control, which is also a form of monetary control. So you all come in as well and hit the like button. If you are in the live chat, make sure that you take just 2 seconds to get out of the live chat, right? And just hit the thumbs up, hit like in the live chat as well. So let's discuss a lot of things, right? Elon Musk is continuing to tweet concerning Dogecoin. Will Dogecoin be the moon coin? I don't know based off his tweet. Maybe difference of opinion. Definitely Bitcoin right now is the moon coin, right? It has hit its all-time high of 50,000. That was approximately at what 6:30 a.m. A little bit over 50,000, hitting its all-time high 50,300 and I think $23, right? So you all come in, hit that like button. You have no power, Monique. I'm sorry to hear that. She said she has no power in Texas. Wow. So I hope all of that changes for you and changes for you soon. Thank God I still have some power and electricity here in the South, right? We're not used to seeing this in the South, but let's have a discussion about it, right? Let's have a discussion about it. Also, we got Deborah Howard, we got Cliff, hello, from Los Angeles. People all over the states are in, right? All over the states. It's cold, not just in the South, even in Chicago. How is the weather in Los Angeles, right? Good morning to you, Brittany. Said it's cold, even in Chicago. Again, Francisco says sell or hold Doge, right? In my opinion, again, I'm not a financial advisor. I do not give financial advice, right? And so, but I'm getting, me personally, you said in my personal opinion, I'm just getting to the point where I'm just like, I'm just getting out of Doge. It's just too much um, unstableness with that coin, right? That it's just other coins like Cardano, ADA that's taking off. Even a cryptocurrency that I invested in yesterday, right? Got 23, and I invested in the crypto right before it began to go on the upscale, and so it's at 23% return as of today. Again, Bitcoin does its thing, right? And so me, I just think, according to Elon Musk's tweet on Twitter this morning, for me, I think Doge is going to be a no-hold, right? I appreciate Doge. Got my profits out of it. You all, I'm showing that 109 people are live on YouTube on this cold, very snowy morning. So make sure that you all just don't go come in, right? I love it when you say hello. I love it when you show some digital love and you hit the thumbs up, right? For everyone, it's specifically on YouTube in particular, but if you're on Periscope, show some digital love, pump those hearts. Facebook and YouTube, hit the like button and share, right? Facebook, share this on your personal pages as well. And YouTube, for every one person, right, that hit the thumbs up, you can invite up to 25 or 100 people into the Credit and Cash Flow. I have my Cash Flow t-shirt on, to the Credit and Cash Flow crypto room. So do that. It's the only thing that I ask you all to do for the information is to participate and like and share, right? And so Doge, back to Doge, it's just too much uncertainty right now, right? When I can just put my energy into other cryptocurrencies that are under a dollar and performing well. So we're going to talk about Cardano and ADA today as well. So good morning. We have Mesquite. Is that Nevada? I think there's that Nevada in. We got Philly, right? Philly. You all, listen, I am not your financial advisor. I do not come on my live stream to tell you all whether hold them or fold them. If I was your financial advisor, the questions you are asking me, I would charge you thousands to answer. Now, Gina, you're asking me, should you sell or hold XRP? XRP is not even available on any platforms at this point. So I'm assuming that you're asking me because you already have XRP, should you sell or should you hold? And my answer to that will always be do your own research and due diligence, right? And if you do nothing else, just go on YouTube and research XRP. There are some people that's giving updates on XRP. People, when it comes to your money, your finances, right, it's going to have to be your research. This is going to have to be your research. Now, I'm going to give you the financial education and information, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to tell you whether you should hold them or fold them, whether you should sell or buy. And I know a lot of people like that type of attention, but let me tell you something, people. When they're on the cryptocurrency ride, right, it's all good. Everything is fine. I got 20% gains today. I got 50 and 60%. But soon as that little dip comes, they want to blame somebody and it's never themselves. So I'm not a financial advisor. Let me say that. Financial advisors don't wear t-shirts that say cash flow is king, right? Financial advisors sit in the corporate office and they charge you thousands of dollars to share their information. And a lot of it is really not even the return on your investment, right? When you deal with financial advisors, right? Because they tell you things like mutual funds. Most of them are not even teaching about cryptocurrency. So just want you all to get this straight. I'm not your financial advisor. That means I don't give you the financial advice. I give you the information and the education. And speaking of that, right? Good morning. Good morning, Arizona in. We got some people that's ready for this knowledge this morning. So let's get into it. I want to share this video with you all. We're going to discuss the weather first. And you're probably asking me, Queen, what does the weather has to do with, right, my money? I'm going to show you, right? I'm going to show you, open up your eyes and your understanding, right? So let me get in. Want to share this one first.
What we're doing here today is more important than the Vietnamese War. It's more important than dealing with racism, than dealing with sexism, than dealing with hunger, because I can feel hunger. I can see war. I can feel racism. I can feel sexism. I cannot see radiation. I cannot smell radiation. I cannot hear radiation. I look around one day and I am dead. Somewhere you have to. Somewhere you have to. So I say to you today, when you leave here, you have to give radiation an odor. You have to give radiation a sound. You have to give radiation a smell. So go back into your communities and be willing to go to jail if it comes to that, because I'd rather see you in jail with the jails filled up then the graveyard's running over.
Wow. So if you all pay any attention to that, you know the date of this video was 1979 by the great philosopher Dick Gregory. I've been researching some things about this. Was actually May 6, 1979, warning people about the dangers of radiation. So if you know anything about radiation, you also understand that radiation increase, right? The amount, and that was during the nuclear power era, right? When nuclear power was released, and radiation increased when 5G Wi-Fi increased, right? When 5G Wi-Fi increased. So it may be hard for some people to understand, but even with blockchain, right? Even with cryptocurrency, everything is set up for control. People, everything. Wow, I showed that video. It put me down for about 50 people. So, this is an educational video. And if you all want to know what all pieces are forming together that's going to affect you financially, then, you got to have a higher attention span. You got to know just asking me questions about when to sell the whole cryptocurrency. I'm going to ask you this question for the people that come on my live streams and ask this. I'm going to ask you all this question, right? What will you be selling or holding cryptocurrency to gain, right? Is going back to the US dollar. See, when you sell your cryptocurrency, you are converting that crypto back that has potential to get gains, although you're going to experience the ups and downs, right? But you now have sold that cryptocurrency at an opportunity to lose those gains to transform it back or to get back the lowest yield depreciating asset that there is, which is the US dollar, right? Someone on one of my videos, it was about the Hustlers Kung Fu videos, and that video has 10,000 people, right? It has about 10,000 views, and they commented that Forex is the best thing that you can do, right? Trading Forex. And this is the thing. This is what people don't understand. We are moving to a new economy. We are moving and shifting into cryptocurrency, right? He who has control of the weather and control of the money controls the people. So let's say, for example, you receive a 70% gain, right, on a certain crypto. And now you convert that crypto, right? You convert that crypto back into the US dollar. Now, what you did was just converted a high yielding cryptocurrency asset, which will be the future of money, into the lowest yielding, depreciating asset of cash. Now, when would this make sense? When does this make sense? Right? This makes sense, people, when you are cash poor and you are months behind on your bills, right? And you need to pay back past due bills that will prevent you, right? Prevent you from not having a roof over your head or food on your table. That's the simplest way that I can explain. To me, that's when it makes sense to convert back to a cryptocurrency, because now you are getting in, right? You are getting in at ground level. A lot of people are still trading for cash. We are moving to a new economy. We will not go back to the same economy. Cryptocurrency is the future of digital dollars. We are transferring from debt based money to debt free money, meaning that the feds no longer have to transfer debt based money to governments anymore. Central banks, through digital currency, aka cryptocurrency, can now create their own money directly from central banks and not get that money from the feds. Now, this is hard for most people to understand because they think that the Federal Reserve and the government are the same, and it's not the same. The Federal Reserve is a private entity that lends money to the government, and then the government then transfer that money that has to be repaid and interest that bills on that money back to the people. So now we're shifting from a debt-based money, money that when the Fed lends to the government, it is now backed by nothing. It has no store value. Up to 1971, it was backed by gold. Now it's just debt-based money. And other countries, specifically China and Japan, right, will not or will no longer accept the U.S. dollar as their debtors. The number one debt holders in the United States is not China, it's not Japan, it's the people. When you have a job, right, or you're an independent contractor, or you're a specialist, you see my cash flow quadrant in the background, you are the largest debt holder because you work for cash. You don't work for passive income. You don't work for cryptocurrency. So if you want to or need to sell out your cryptocurrency to convert back to cash, which is the lowest yielding asset, because you have past due bills, you need to catch up on mortgages, right? You have to make groceries. You are cash poor, and cash is still an asset because you can still use cash, right, to purchase your essential bills or to pay your essential bills and to purchase your essential items, right? But unless you are in that situation, it makes no sense to get into crypto at ground level because once this system, I don't think people understand this, once this system totally converts to digitalized dollars, aka cryptocurrency, it's no returning. See, if you would have asked me last year, should I get into Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is $3,000, right? Or $5,000. And I would have told you, oh no, Christmas Day, Bitcoin was at 26,000. I probably would have told you Christmas Day, hey, sell, get out. But now you have Bitcoin at 50,000 or was at 50,000 at 6:30 a.m. So now you have to understand that Bitcoin, like the US dollar, right, it does not have anything backing it. It does not have gold, right? There are some cryptocurrency that are gold backed. Bitcoin is not one of them. However, Bitcoin is still considered an asset and not a currency because of its proven results to grow your cash, right, at exponential rates. So crypto, you don't really acquire Bitcoin to spend it, right? Or to get a Tesla. I look at vehicles as depreciating assets. You purchase Bitcoin, right, to grow your cash at an exponential rate. Point blank. It's like, that's why I call my report Cash on Crypto. It is putting your cash on kryptonite, as Superman would do. When he get his kryptonite, he transforms into a superb being from a just regular human. This is what cryptocurrencies can do to your cash. So if you want to sell your assets to then convert it back into the lowest yielding asset that we currently have, which is cash, then go right ahead. If this is a gains game for you, right? You're not converting or you're not selling because you have bills due. Now, Dogecoin, I think, is a totally different coin. I was totally for Elon Musk, right? And I'll show you all um, the information about the weather control later on. I will end my live stream in this. But Dogecoin Wow, I just saw this. Let's share this. Peter Schiff, what he's saying about Bitcoin. Share my screen with that. Just logged into my Twitter, and you all know that Peter Schiff is very anti Bitcoin, as I just said. Let's see what this comment or tweet states that was just tweeted 13 minutes ago. Peter Schiff says, well, it just went off. Okay, there we go. Now that Bitcoin has hit 50,000, I must admit that a move up to 100,000, wow, can't be ruled out. To me, it seems like Bitcoin is going to the moon. To me, it seems like Bitcoin to the moon, right? So, can't be ruled out. However, a move down to zero can't be ruled out either. I think it can, but hey, if you know anything about Peter Schiff, he's a great economist. I have his book here, How an Economy Grows and How It Crashes, right? Now, a move down to zero can't be ruled out either. Well, it can't be ruled out, right? It really can't. You just never know. China wants to its digital yuan to be the global currency. So who knows if China, who has the largest gold reserves, makes that move and they do 65% of the mining of Bitcoin, maybe China will want to zero out Bitcoin in order to have its digital yuan, the global currency. I mean, everything, people, anything can happen, right? The only thing you have to do right now is position yourself for prosperity. Is to me, it was worth the investment in Bitcoin last year, right? Because of the rate is growing. I'm not going to panic because of what can happen in the future. I think in this crypto world, no one can really predict the future for you, right? No one can. I've had some crypto experts just say that Ethereum will be $2,500 by Valentine's Day, and Ethereum is still in the red, right? It's still at 1,800. So no one, even if they're looking at the the trades, they're showing you the charts, can predict what crypto will be because what they're not telling you is cryptocurrency is still going to be controlled by the government. So he says, however, a move down to zero can't be ruled out either. While a temporary move up to 100K is possible, a permanent move down to zero is inevitable. If you don't want to gamble, buy gold. Now, this is the thing, though, about gold right now in its current status, right? Um, Speedy Clip. Hello, Speedy Clippers. It's been a while since you've been on my live stream. Glad to have you on and commenting. She says, yes, this is accurate, 100. We talked about Bitcoin a while ago on your page. Yes, over, for me, it was last year and I felt I was getting in late. But for me, it was better late than never, right? It was better late than never, right? And so I'm trying to show a comment, and I don't know if I can pull it up, that Elon Musk made. Now, this is old news, but for some people, it might be new news, right? Elon Musk tweeted that if major Dogecoin holders sell most of their coins, right, it will get my full support. Too much concentration is the only real issue IMO, in my opinion. So this meaning he wanted the big whales, the millionaires and billionaires who put money into Doge. If they sold, he was saying, hey, they would get my full support. He wanted Dogecoin to be a people currency. He also stated that I would literally pay money if they just bought their accounts because he didn't want people to monopolize this coin, right, just to get the gains out of it and get rich. However, he did comment, and I'm not sure. A lot of people saying this he was playing reverse psychology, too much concentration. I hope it helps. But one of the things that Elon Musk, I'm just reading the comments, did tweet this morning about this was that even if he has to do a Elon coin, right, he's going to have a coin that goes to the moon. He said, even if it's an Elon coin, right? I am going to have a coin that goes to the moon. Now, right now, we can say that that's Bitcoin. Bitcoin is definitely going to the moon, right? It's at 50K. The thing about it, and that's why I did the video live stream with crypto experts. I call them the king of crypto concerning Hustlers Kung Fu Bitcoin video, highly encouraging people not to invest in Bitcoin, right? That he feels like it's a pump and dump type currency. He doesn't understand that this is the future of currency, right? Everyone is globally, right? All the countries globally are moving to a world reserve digitalized currency. Why is that? Because it offers government two things that they love, right? It offers debt-free money, means they don't have to get the lending or loans from the Fed anymore, and it also offers them more control. Everything under the blockchain, every transaction you make. Just think about it, self-driving vehicles, right? I shared this video. Let me see if I still have it in my file. Now it's able to track every destination that you go to. Everything is on the blockchain, right?
You want to see banks succeed in this new world order? We certainly want to see banks succeed in this new world order.
We're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry.
I don't think people are understanding. This is the Fed's chair saying we are not going back to the same economy. For the forex traders who's going back to trading for the dollar, which is losing its purchasing power. It's already lost 98%. The Fed chair who distributes the money to governments, right? He said, we've learned that technology can't replace people. People, you all have to stay woke. Wake up and pay attention. Wake up, millionaires. Can I put someone to put that in the comments? Just put wake up, millionaires. Right? If you want to be a millionaire, if you want to be on the other side of the spectrum, if you want to be a part of the prosperity shift, because this is the great reset, which means it's the greatest opportunity, right, for people, the biggest wealth transfer, I say it that way, the biggest wealth transfer that this generation has ever experienced. The question is, what end of the spectrum will you be on? Some things are not even hidden in plain sight. They're telling you, and you don't want to see it. You don't want to see it. You don't want to accept it. Thank you. I already have it. Just wake up. You know, in the black and brown community, they say things like stay woke. Some of you all are sleeping. You don't want to accept this. You want to be millionaires, you got to wake up. Wake up, millionaires. Thank you all so much. Whether you're watching this live or on the replay, make a mind message connection. Brittany says, yes, technology is replacing people. It's already here. And so someone on my Facebook shared this video with me, right?
That is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers. And
he said he's in Silicon Valley. And the manufacturers know what they did in Silicon Valley, California, is what they're going to do to the fast food workers, the manufacturers workers, the doctors, the lawyers.
Then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. Workers are very clear moving forward.
So this was a video, self-driving vehicle.
Good morning, Jesse. This car is all yours with no one up front.
That's it. No one was up front. Has his name. He's going to Walmart Supercenter.
Heading to Walmart Supercenter.
Track your
Please make sure
everything.
your seatbelt is fastened. For any
Self-driving
questions,
vehicle.
press the help
This is a
button to
Facebook
speak with a
video.
rider support agent.
They did a great job of driving. So when I have people that suggest, right, I should start my own business, you have to analyze the market and be a student of the World Economic Forum. The World Economic Forum, right, is just what it is. It's all countries, all forums, all representatives that come together to make decisions concerning the currency and concerning the future of the economy, right? And it's stated on the World Economic Forum that a great reset is needed and that 60% of jobs will not return. And that of that 60%, those people that jobs will not return will have to learn the skill for this new world economy. For this new world economy, right? Um, Princess says she wants the shirt on wear. Okay, I will see if I can offer this shirt on my website, right, for purchase. Thank you so much. Brittany says, I recently went to Walmart. There are no more cashiers. Exactly. The old registers were taken out and replaced. Our lanes with self-checkout lanes. It was chaotic. Everyone was confused. And they do, and to a lot of people, right? To a lot of people, this is new, but they've been working on this for years, right? When you see things that happen and that occur like that. And so again, back to Dogecoin, right? So Elon Musk tweeted that there will be a coin going to the moon. Right now, that coin is Bitcoin. I don't, and according to him and Tesla, right, the corporation decided, not just Elon Musk, this was a corporate decision. Elon Musk just didn't say, okay, we want to invest into Bitcoin, right? It took a corporate board to do that. So obviously they saw something, right, in the numbers that made sense for them that Bitcoin was going to the moon. And look at this graphics of the rocketeer or the rocket ships. So people are predicting 100K, right? Just know, I also need to research ROI, return on investment, meaning that if you just put a little driplets in, right, then just because it goes to 100K doesn't mean you'll get 100K type returns. So do your return on investments because you have other cryptos out there that can go to $1 and $2 that can turn you into thousandaires or even millionaires, right? So this was 4 hours ago. Bitcoin hits 50,000, a new historic milestone, right? For BTC. So that's with Bitcoin. And just like 6:30 a.m. So new all-time highs. February the 16th, following a week of bullish news, including Tesla and MicroStrategy planning to raise big news. They're planning to raise another 600 million. So I can see Bitcoin going to 100K. It's a historical record, right? Um, so I'm glad I held my Bitcoin. Now, for the people that's trading against it to get the depreciating dollar, then hey, oh well to you. This is another gem or jewel, right, of a coin. And I'm going to share. This is also on page. What page is this? On my Queen of Crypto report. It's on page 28. For those who have purchased it, I have other altcoins listed as well, right? This is a 30-page report. And also, FYI, I have turned off my Facebook Messenger for people who may be contacting me on Facebook. At that point, it gets to be just free consulting via messenger, right? I don't do free consultation. My time is too valuable for that, right? So I had too many people contacting me on Messenger, and I would simply tell them, look, invest in the Queen of Crypto report. It's $35. I even contemplated on changing the price, and I have not changed that price as of yet to $50 or $100 just because I've been focused on doing other things. And this is it. And I have people that will ask me, right? This is why I made this an ebook. I have people that will ask me questions like, how do I purchase Cardano? Listen, people, all you have to do once you purchase the ebook is click on the link. Boom. It takes you directly to the purchase. It tells you, give you a description of what this do. And Cardano, if you all don't know, just upgraded its smart contract. So it's saying this is more than just financial transactions. It's smart contracts. Um, and it accomplishes everything is, and there's some really other big news going on with Cardano. It's rumored that they may partnership with Twitter, right? So it gives you even a description. Like Ethereum runs smart contracts. Cardano is able to do that, but if you know anything about Ethereum, right, the pricing is expensive for its transactions for its smart contracts. It's also referred to as gassing or gas pricing. So I'm just going to stroll through the book without giving away the book for those who have not invested in it yet. And for some people that have invested, you haven't read the book. Read the book. These are right, 30 pages, cryptocurrencies, right? And even the links because on every platform you can't purchase every crypto. It even gives you the history of how money used to be printed. They were gold and silver certificates, not Federal Reserve notes, right? And even gives you just a whole historical viewpoint. So this is well underpriced, right? And I keep saying every time I do a live stream, I'm going to go into my website and change the price. I want to make sure that I do that today. It's going to be either $50 or $100, right? And bringing in the new economy. Roosevelt signed this in executive order number 6102. This was in 1933. This is why Peter Schiff is always talking about gold in particular and silver because Constitution, it is real money. And whenever this currency system resets, right, gold and silver has to be used to reset the currency system. But the thing with silver is that silver is will probably give you a greater return on your investment because silver has two use cases. It's twofold, meaning it's going to be used for industrial use as well as monetary use. So at $30 or $35 right now, silver is a big return on your investment if you can find it. It was recently stated that a lot of the online websites, silver was sold out, right? And especially when it comes to cryptocurrency and its 5G technology, silver will be used for the technology. Silver will be used for Tesla and electronic vehicles. Silver will be used for the 5G towers again. Silver will be used for the smartphones and smart batteries, right? You have to have mobile. You're going to have a smartphone. And it also gives you a history of when President Trump signed his executive order that created economic opportunities for non-banking financial institutions, fintech, and I also put in here innovation. If you don't know about the Dodd-Frank Act and President Obama, it gives you a thorough background. And I'm telling you, this book is well underpriced. Some of you all have not taken out the time, right, to read it, and you purchase it. And it's only 30 pages. Leah says, is it too late to invest in Bitcoin, partial shares? Of course. It depends on how much money you have to invest in it. I'm going to be honest with you. If you don't have thousands to put in it because at the price that is at now, then your return on investment will be very low, and you can get into other cryptocurrencies like I just showed in my book that could give you a higher return on your investment. So it depends on your income level, right? Uh, were legit ways to buy silver. Purchase my, I don't, yeah, and I don't mean in a horn when I say this, but I don't answer questions that I have products to answer, on my live streams. Go to my website, fixmycreditandcash.com, fixmycreditandcash.com. I have a Queen of Coins, right? Queen of Coins report, as well as the Queen of Crypto report. It's Fix, mycreditandcash.com. And the places, legit places, the online dealers to invest in silver. A lot of things you should know about silver as well is that the difference between the industrial silver, 0.999 silver and 0.9999 silver, and that's called fine silver and industrial silver. You also need to know what silver that when you resell to the dealer for your capital gains, if you need to resell, right, that does not have to be, in other words, it's called IRA approved, right, that the dealer does not have to then turn in a form to the IRS so that you will be taxed on it. And also you also need to know taxation loopholes, legal loopholes, even when it comes to Bitcoin, right? With Joe Biden right now, he's taxing people, income earners over 400K, 400,000. And so definitely if you're in cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, you can expect to see gains over that. Again, millionaires will be made, thousandaires and billionaires, right? There are billionaires that can be made with Bitcoin if they got in early. And so you want to have legal loopholes to help you not get taxed on that money. You want to keep more of the money that you earn. And I do that also on my website, right? Select more and go to home-based business info. Right? It's going to take you to this page. And this is the corporation that I have in place to help people keep more of the money that they will earn through cryptocurrency. So select more on my fixmycreditandcash.com, and it will take you to this page so you can form your corporation. And you can also, on a snowy day like today, make money from home as well. Could have been making money from home, right? So reach out to me about that. Again, you can find all of that on my website, fixmycreditandcash.com. So let's talk about or discuss Cardano, another cryptocurrency that if Cardano and Twitter, right, partnership, that will be a great investment. Not giving financial advice, but just financial education and information. The price has rallied 139% following the smart contract. This is why I tell people that if you don't have a lot of money to invest, going this route would be the best because you can get a higher return on your investment versus just getting fractional gains from Bitcoin because it's already priced high, right? Um, and again, I was teaching this last year to try to get people in at $3,000, $4,000, right? But this integration smart contract plans to enter the DeFi phase. You all know what DeFi means, decentralized financing. That's where financing and FICO will more than likely be obsolete. Everything is going to crypto financing through DeFi, decentralized financing. So this says Cardano's ADA price has increased 100% since February 1st as social media engagement and excitement about the addition of smart contract functionality is propelling, right? Smart contract is propelling ADA to its highest price level since the bull markets of January 2018. So you have the big organizations into Bitcoin, but you still have some smaller organizations, right, that are seeking the technology of Cardano, for example, and smart contracts, right, that could propel to its highest price since the bull market of January 2018. So trading for ADA, Cardano rose people from 35 cents on February 1st to currently, I think it's 80, just February the 1st. So you're talking about getting great returns on your investments for cryptocurrency that's under $1. Where if you have a small amount to put in or invest in, you can get a higher return on your investments. And people just know that the best time to get into crypto is when it's in the red, not when it's in the green. When you see a negative, that's the best time to buy, right? If you understand buying low and if you want to sell high, right? But now it's at 87 cents. So and now Cardano is the fourth ranked cryptocurrency, right? Ranked by its market cap. So that means a lot of money is going into Cardano. Its market cap is increasing. And so, yeah, Cardano is big conversations right now um, in the crypto space. Again, decentralized finance and smart contracts, which is least expensive than with Ethereum. Gassing fees or smart contractual fees include as well. And Cardano will be able to host a variety of DApps, right? And so that's the driving force of the growth of it, which is, again, decentralized finance. So I think it's at a record high. When I say market cap, I think its market cap now is like at the 20 billions, 22.6 billion, I think. So that's like 72% of its supply, right? So Cardano is on the rise. Again, do your own research and due diligence. I know Bitcoin is often the most spoken about coin because it's the king of currency, right? But, just know about the DeFi financing and DApps and all that. And be familiar with cointelegraph.com. That's another website you all need to subscribe to. Let me put that in there. Yes, I did speak on Dogecoin earlier. Again, my thoughts on Dogecoin. Again, this is not professional advice. Music Biz says, let me read these comments, you all. About self checkout. Well, then we had self checkouts for years. I think music, what she was saying, that people are confused about the self checkout because that's the first time they saw the self checkout without any humans interactions at all, right? Without any humans interactions at all. So I think that's what she meant about people were confused. You will have some self checkouts, but then you will have some lines with humans to check out. And she's saying there were none of that. None. Everything was self checkout and technology, right? You're saying JM Bullion, FMX, if they have those prices, I'm not, let's look at if they have any silver available. But again, the big thing is people knowing what type of silver to invest in. You definitely want the ones that are IRA approved. So let's talk about silver. I'm definitely not against anyone purchasing silver, right, or farmland. But cryptocurrency can grow your cash at such a fast pace and fast rate that even, and let me show this. You can even purchase gold and silver with Bitcoin. And to me, that just makes sense, right? You see the Bitcoin label. Let me see if I can blow it at the top of the screen. Let me see if I can blow this up. And it just makes sense to grow your money through Bitcoin. And then if you want to convert that to the real assets or get your farmland, but just know it's going to be expensive to hold farmland as well. This is why your money has to grow, right? This is why your money has to be on kryptonite or crypto. So they accept Bitcoin. Only Bitcoin is payment. So you will have to have some possession of Bitcoin. And if people ask me what, if they ever wanted my opinion about when would be a good time to sell Bitcoin, I was like, if you're buying gold and silver, because they are store values, they hold their values, right? They are real money, they are constitutional money, it's God's money, but and they are the store of wealth, and it will be used to reset the currency system. Just know that cryptocurrency in often cases is more liquidable, right? Meaning you can liquidate it usually faster. Depends on what state you live in than Bitcoin, and finding a dealer to go back and resell to. I wouldn't suggest like a pawn shop dealer unless the prices just went really, really high. But an official dealer, right, that will offer you the return on your investments. Sometimes you can sell it back to these dealers um, that will require some shipping and some time and some security shipping, but you can sell it back to the dealers that you can purchase from online. So just note it says due to extreme order volumes, please expect shipping delay of 5 to 10 days. But now people, you have to spend a minimum of $300, right? That's a minimal order minimum. And so I was telling you all about silver when you could have got it for $30 an ounce. Now you're going to have a minimum of 300 just to even do business with this online bullion, right? So hey, that's the choice that some people made. And people, the books were only the Queen of Coins and the Queen of Crypto books was only $35. It was only $35, but yet you have people who just want free information, so they won't be held accountable for the decisions they made, right? Um, so get familiar with this website as well. And Music Biz says he bought, or she bought, or he bought Cardano at 30 cents, already more than double your money. Congratulations. And let's end this on the weather and monetary control. And people, I just want you all to know that I'm trying to educate you all. This is just truth and facts, right? To help you understand that all of this is in plain sight. That if you have farmland, right, and the government is able to control the weather, they're able to control your produce or what you produce. So if they're able to control the weather, which they do, they're able to control agriculture. If they're able to control agriculture, which will affect the farmers and bankrupt the farmers, right? Because I don't know about in your state, but in my state, it's already showing that it's going to be 60 plus degrees next week. Have you all asked yourself, have you researched global warming? People, we're going to get to the point where we're going to have a lot of genetically modified food. Food pricing is going to increase. And you're going to have a lot of robots and artificial intelligence producing these genetically modified foods. And when you eat genetically modified foods, do you question what does it do to your body, your DNA? The same thing that the vaccine does to your DNA through its RNA. All of this stuff is for genetic modification. You're going to see a scarcity of food. And I told you all on one of my live streams last week that you're going to see a meat shortage. And a lot of people ask me, well, Queen, why a meat shortage? Why do you say, well, because when people don't have meat, they act like animals. That brings out the rage in people. Have you ever tried a vegetarian diet or vegan? You have the most headaches and pains than any other food item that you can take away from your dietary plan. So you're going to see a shortage of meat, right? Even if people that own farmland, it's going to be more expensive. So you're going to have to grow your cash. And right now, and this is what the Wizard of Oz was all about, right? Farmers did not have enough money. Farmers did not have enough money. They wanted loans from the bank to maintain their farms. So they wanted to add silver to the gold standard. Now, in the original Wizard of Oz, Dorothy did not have on red ruby shoes. She actually had on silver shoes. And silver and gold being added to the gold standard so that the poor working middle class farmers could get collateral or loans, right, by adding the silver standard so that they could profit or even maintain their farmland. So for a lot of people that says get farmland, look, I'm for farmland. I am for silver and gold. Truth be told, however, is that most people do not have the money or the funds. And people, when we get to DeFi financing, cryptocurrency will be used as collateral. So if you don't possess the cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin or Ethereum, then you won't be able to get the DeFi financing through the loans. Or if you go through fintech company, which is short for financial technology companies to get loans, the loan amount is going to be at a very minimal amount. In which this means people, when central banks start creating their own digital currency and bypassing the Fed and transitioning from debt-based money, which is our cash, to debt-free money, which means they're not in debt to the Feds anymore. And all of our transactions will be recorded on the blockchain. So no more saying that you're claiming somebody else's child for taxes. No more paying people with cash under the table so you won't get taxed. No more of the blooming flower pyramid schemes, right, where people get cash back in return and you don't have to report it to the IRS under the blockchain. Even even though you will be able to purchase Bitcoin, right, with gold and silver, the only thing that does is add it to the blockchain. So where now the government can see what you're doing and purchasing with your cryptocurrency. Right? So for a lot of people, I know you might be questioning saying, well, Queen, I had to purchase with a credit card in some cases anyway. Yeah, but you also had a debit card option. Right? So now everything from your travel to your transactions. Well, see, I don't have a dollar in front of me. I have this paper. Well, all of it is paper currency, but I have this printed out money. And what I'll do is I'll pull it up. Let me share. You know what this means, people? That Let me give you a picture of the dollar. Right. Let me show you a picture of cash. This means that you will be under the all-seeing eye on the pyramid. Everything. Everything from your travel. You see that all-seeing eye? You're going to be on the all-seeing eye. More control for the government, less control for you. And it also means that once everything is under the blockchain, right? Once everything is under the blockchain, that now only certain banks, central banks, could hold assets. Now all central banks will be able to hold millions of dollars or millions of assets in one vault. Means you're going to be under the all-seeing eye for real this time. Every transaction, that's what the blockchain is going to produce. You're going to be under the all-seeing eye. So you have central banks, and what that's mean for the United States is that the United States is no longer the dominating currency. China and Japan will no longer accept the US dollar as debt, which means our printed dollar or the cotton dollar, because 75% of the dollar is produced from cotton. So you still have some people that have transitioned from being slaves picking cotton, right, during the industrial age era or Civil War era, to now picking cotton for cash, because cash is made of 75% cotton. And so now, right, they have a more inexpensive way to get you on dollars, put you on universal basic income, UBI, which will be through a digital type app, probably from the government, and to have more control over your assets. Now, someone mentioned to me about debt jubilee, right? 50 years of the Bible, debt jubilee, debt jubilee. And I said, well, you do understand, right? You do understand that under debt jubilee, that even though people were debt free, they lost their assets, right? For example, yes, I don't have a mortgage note, but it also equals you have no home. Wow, I don't have student loan debt, right? 50,000 cleared of student loan debt. But now that becomes discretionary income that you're taxed on. So you have to file that on your taxes as taxable income. Now you pay taxes on it. Oh, wow, I have no credit card debt. But now you have no access to credit cards. I have no rent payment, right? I don't have to pay rent. But now you've been evicted because March 31st, the rent moratoriums ends. So don't think that Jubilee is what you're thinking of, what you think it is. Selena says, yes, I've been stocking up on seeds. That's a great move. That's a great, great move. Anyone that can not only grow their own food right now, but have the security and measure to protect that food is an asset, right? Not only you have to grow your own food, you have to have the finances to put in security measures to protect it. This is why I've been telling people about cryptocurrency, about how it can grow your cash at that rate, right? To which you can have the extra capital gains that you need to grow your food. So I keep saying I'm going to share this money control video with you all. I'm logging off. But this is Facebook. This is called cloud seeding. China and United States have been doing this for years, to where they are able to manipulate the weather, control the weather. They've spent 55 billion people. This article is old. It was in 2003. This was 2003, right? And you got people that made comments on Facebook yet that God or the Creator decided to send the snow to keep people in from the health issue. Well, if you go back and watch the beginning of my video, I shared that 5G caused more radiation, and radiation has been a problem. I shared a video by Dick Gregory in 1979 talking about the dangers of radiation, because for them then it was nuclear power that created more radiation. So this is called cloud seeding. So a lot of times when you see the airplanes and jets, and this article went on to say that China will change to military weapons now, which means they spray they rocket chemicals in the clouds, and it creates ice crystals that eventually becomes rain. And that's why we're seeing the shifting or the global economy. Then you also have Bill Gates, who has been saying for years that he wants to control the economy. So let's just take more power away from people who want to farm. Because if you cannot control, and it takes more control out of the people, from the people. If you can't control the climate, you can't control your crops. So this is also an old article. No, I think this article was February of 2021. And you notice Bill Gates is always talking about you ask yourself, what does a technology man has to do with this health crisis? Why is he always talking about? Right. So you combine climate control and the chemicals that they distribute us or through cloud seeding or spraying the air are not healthy. That's harmful to you as well. Right. And so you ask yourself, well, what's his purpose in this? Well, just think about it. Anyone in the technology field that's moving towards 5G, it just increases their power, their influence, and their uh, billionaire, trillionaire status, right? That's his agenda. So, Princess says, Queen, do not change the price for people who are waiting to get paid. Friday, I was not given a chance. Okay, Princess, but you do know it was just $35, right? But if you okay, I get what you're saying, but I mean, I thought their price would be for any, was affordable in between pay periods. But okay, I'll try to wait till Friday, right? It's just that people don't put a value on things when they're priced less, and I know I underpriced this. Monica says Dick, not Duck. Dick Gregory was the forefront. He was, Monica. I know you had a typo. The forefront and the foreteller on a lot of things. All right, so we're going to close with this video. Also, you all need to subscribe. This is the Crypto Teacher's video. If you're not subscribed to him, definitely subscribe to Crypto Teacher on YouTube. Give me 1 second. Someone told me no sound. Thank you for letting me know that. I think, okay.
Insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign of what's going to happen to these other.
It can seem overwhelming.
But you are optimistic.
Yeah, there are days when it looks very hard. If people think it's easy, they're wrong. If people think it's impossible, they're wrong.
It's possible.
It's possible, but it'll be the most amazing thing mankind has ever done.
That's what it has to be.
Yeah, it's an all-out effort, like a world war, but it's us against greenhouse gases.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, I come.
Okay, so that was that little video I want to share you all. Again, it's Crypto Teacher. If you are not subscribed to his channel, great person to follow, subscribe to him. Anthony says, Geometria if you don't know what gematria is, you're clueless. I do know just a little bit about gematria as far as the system used in the Hebrew and Greek cultures, the signs and wonders and correspondence and things of that nature. I don't go deep into that, right? I don't go deep into that, but I do know, for example, like in Revelations, right, where people see 666 as the mark of the beast, right, or as a bad number. That's not true, right? Is really an angel number. It represents life. I know, and protons, neutrons, 6 and carbon. For many is God, right? The Holy Spirit, the three, and I wasn't really prepared for this, but the three heads of the God realm, right? So, God, Christ, the Holy Spirit, and 666 also is man, woman, child, right? In which a lot of people try to make the woman the second class citizens, right? And so when people say the mark of the beast, that's another Hebrewic number that they need to really get an understanding in. The most powerful thing as far as 666 mean is, do you all remember, for example, the cold medicine 666? Right? You remember the cold medicine? This would have helped. Let me share this. Um, what a lot of people don't know, right? This cold medicine was very good. Shouldn't have took it off the shelf, right? And in 666, again, this is just an impromptu. I can't think of the name of the herb of 666, but it is a herb. I might do just a separate video for that, right? But oh my God, I can't think of the name of the herb, but it's a very good herb. I just ordered some more of it, actually. I might just do a whole different video on that, right? About 666 is really, as I fix my shirt, a number of good and not evil that represents life, right? So a lot of people do need to get more studies from the Hebrew Greek and its translation, even though in the Hebrew and Greek calendar. For a lot of times people ask me too, what is this that I wear, my bracelet that I wear that protects me against radiation and 5G, right? And it's called tourmaline. It's a tourmaline bracelet. A lot of things that helps improve your health is directly from the earth, right? And I wear copper all the time, pure silver. Silver is also a health bracelet as well. I haven't been to a clinic or hospital, I think, in about 2 years. So 666 is actually a good number. And a lot of people took Revelations out of context. But if you study the Hebrewic and Greek, even the calendar, you'll learn a lot of things. And a lot of things about the seasons and transitions, right? And what's a new year to us. And a lot of economic things happen on the Greek calendar if people understood Hebrew, you know. But anyway, I might do a whole different video about 666 because I can't even think of the name of that herb, right? So you all, Monica said, made us all well. You all I have exactly 60 people on while I'm talking about the 666. Have a great evening, afternoon, and I may go live later on tonight. Here's to your health and your wealth, your peace and your prosperity, your credit, your crypto, and your cash flow. Queen of crypto out. Who's helping me out? Protons, neutrons, electrons, which is carbon, right? Which is the symbol for life, just like it's man, woman, child. You all, I tell you, I can do a whole live stream. If you all want me to do a live stream on this tonight, on the live, on the replay, if I get a lot of comments about your health and your healing, we can even go to solar energy, right? And um and the pyramids from ancient Egyptians, of why the pyramids were facing, I always had to face the North Star to get the solar energy, right? And you have Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla, they became obsessed with studying the pyramids and the energy. Then you have Elon Musk, who now have Tesla, and now you have cryptocurrency that's going to use all of these. And Elon Musk is also an energy, solar energy study as well. And a lot of people, my Patreon channel, I talk about Nikola Tesla and at his unpredicted death, right, or unforeseen death, who was the first person in his office. You wouldn't believe it, but I released the video. My Patreon members, I might just do that for the Patreon members. This may not be something I want to do publicly. Bloodstone is a gemstone good for circulation too. Okay, I'll look into bloodstone, but I do wear tourmaline, tourmaline as well, and silver and copper on me, right? And Lord have mercy, I'm getting all these roots and herbs. I could really do a private health thing. And so about the power of solar energy and why you should sleep with your head facing the North Star and the pineal gland. You all don't really want to know how deep I can go. I don't think you really want to know how deep I can go. And how that no matter what they do with that cloud seeding, no matter how much radiation, that God has the herb and the stones that if you knew, you still would have God's DNA and a healthy, healing body. If I do that, I probably will only do it for my Patreon members, right? Yes, you wouldn't believe. And if you go in your bedroom, just if you have a compass, you can download them on your phone now, right? The pineal gland, the energy level, the power of sleep in north, facing the North Star in your bedroom at night, and what the mind, the status that the mind goes into at a higher being creatively. The ancient Egyptians had already created, right? Have already created the answer to all of this, right? If I do it, a lot of you all are saying, do it, and you're not my Patreon members. I may only do this for my Patreon members because I don't do everything for everybody. Jesus taught you this more than anybody. You don't always discuss public things, the deeper things in public, right? When he was in public, he spoke in terms of can't think of you. I have my mind everywhere. Um, Parables. That's it. He spoke in terms of parables when he was in public. In private, when he was disciples, his disciples asked him, Jesus, what do you mean you spoke in parables? Then he gave them the revelation in private. So I might do this for my Patreon members, right? So become a Patreon if you want these health and wealth secrets, right? If you want these health and wealth secrets, and we'll discuss that herb of 666, and also cancer. It's a herb, right? It was documented that 68% of cancer patients was because of lead, right, and lead poisoning. So you had people with when lead paint was created, they had a lot of lead in their body, and it was this herb, right, that took the lead out of their body naturally. And then again, I don't want to do this public because there are a lot of people who believe in man medicine, and they may be cancer and all of this and all that. So I'm going to do this for my Patreon. So if you remember the Patreons, let's go for 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. If you want to become a member of the Patreon, let me share this link with you all. This will only be for my Patreon members. And this is the YouTube Patreon link. And do it 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. I don't know your time slot or time frame. I just said it on that. So Patreon members, let's discuss this 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. If you're not a Patreon member, then that's the link in the comment section. All right, you are Queen of Crypto /credit out. Have a great day. Be safe out there.